Portsmouth City Council's Community Safety Officer Rob Anderson-Weaver joins me in the studio and is taking on the big challenge of Dry January this month. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Let's kick things off. Explain to us who don't know, what is Dry January?
Okay, so Dry January was started in 2013 by Alcohol Concern and Public Health England, and it basically asked people to take on the challenge of going sober for the whole of the 31 days of January. I think about 2 million people used it last year to cut down on their drinking, and it's just a great way to sort of revitalise yourself after the Christmas period where we've probably all hit it a bit too hard.
Now, I am kind of taking part. I started a little late this year. I started on the 2nd, but I haven't touched a drop of alcohol since.
Then you're doing brilliantly.
Thank you. So how are you finding it?
It's been tough, mainly because my house is full of alcohol from Christmas. Lots of nice bros have brought me around bottles of wine and bottles of rum, which I'm now not drinking. And going out is tougher. I won't say it isn't, but I think the benefits to my skin, my sleep, a bit of weight loss that I could do with doing, and my wallet and liver outweigh any of the troubles that I might have.
I know what you mean on the sleep front, and just feeling a lot kind of better.
Yeah.
Just feel like you get up in the morning, you don't feel groggy. But so the Chief Medical Officer has come out today and reduced the recommended amount that men drink.
Yeah.
I think women's has stayed the same, but now men's is on par with us. So that makes me feel a little bit better.
Okay, yeah, equality.
Yes. So how do you think this is going to change people's kind of day-to-day? How much can they drink? And
well, to begin with, I think people get quite confused because of the amount of information that's out there, and it feels like we're probably constantly moving the goalposts of what you should drink. We'd recommend that you would take 2 or 3 days off a week from drinking. If you are drinking every day, seek help. Talk to your GP, or there are loads of wonderful alcohol services in Portsmouth, including the Wellbeing Service. And just remember that if you're drinking every single day, then your liver is never getting a chance to sort of repair itself. So think more about the amount of drinks that you're actually taking. What we do is we've got this wonderful glass here that basically outlines roughly how many units are in a glass of wine. So a lot of people, when they pour, they would just pour and pour and pour. However, that is not a very safe way to administer your drink. So what we're saying is actually, if you're going to drink, then know what you're drinking. There's roughly a unit in a small glass of wine. So if you imagine a bottle of wine, there's probably 9 units. So that's worth thinking about instantly. A pint of lager is probably about 2.5 units, sometimes more. And most single spirits, shots of spirits, that's a unit. So if you really want to get your head around it, a unit is roughly a shot of vodka or tequila or rum or whiskey. So if you drink a pint with 3 units in it, then you've basically drunk 3 shots. I
mean, so when I go out for dinner with friends, I think, okay, we'll share a bottle of wine. And say there's only 2 of us, I think, oh, that's only 2 glasses. But that's two big glasses and probably a little one as well.
Yeah, well, it's 250 ml, so yeah, it's 700 ml in a bottle. So.
An awful lot more when you look at it like this. And like you were saying with happy pouring, when you're at home.
Mother's measures, as I call it.
Yeah, and I think the habit is when you get home, if you're used to having a glass of wine and that's how you unwind, that's probably the most difficult thing to get out of. So if you could kind of recap kind of like why people should do this and the basic health benefits.
Well, not knowledge is power. So knowing about units is a brilliant start. Understanding what you're putting into your body is a brilliant start. Knowing that it takes an hour to remove a unit of alcohol from the body. That's based on you stopping drinking, and remembering that your liver is actually a really wonderful organ that will repair itself as long as you haven't pushed it to its limit. So there's hope for people out there that are drinking heavily, and I have to say again, any cutting back is brilliant. All right, never feel bad that if you haven't made Dry January, who cares? You can have Moist May. You can just work your way through it. You don't need someone to tell you that you need to stop drinking for a month or stop smoking. You can do that yourself and really take pride in what you do, whatever it is.
I did do No Booze November once, which was a huge success. But thank you so much for your time today.
My pleasure.